Good morning, beautifuls. Nicole from Naturally Nick here. And I help women reduce their risk of getting breast cancer again by using science-based diet and lifestyle practices. Now, 50 women are diagnosed every day in Australia with breast cancer, and 8 women die every day of breast cancer. Now, this might seem a lot, but in actual fact, 24 women in Australia die of heart disease. Now, why I bring this to your attention, because all that I am talking about in helping you to reduce your risk of getting breast cancer is also going to help you with every other lifestyle disease. There isn't a different disease for heart, there isn't a different diet, for heart disease or diabetes or high blood pressure or high cholesterol or breast cancer. It's all the same because the principles are the same. We want to be eating food that is nourishing us. We want to be getting back to a healthy body weight. We want to be exercising. So all those things are the same. So before I digress too much, I've got a list. What I want to talk about today is just briefly talk about all the benefits, hey Lisa, all the benefits of following a diet that is going to help you reduce your risk of getting breast cancer again. And specifically what we're talking about is Febfast and getting rid of the alcohol for a month. Now, I'm so excited because the response has been huge. And so many people want to get on the bandwagon and ditch it for a month, which is really exciting. And if this is your first time, good on you. And even if it's your, subsequent, I know I did Febfast and Dry July and October, for years before I finally walked away from it altogether. Okay, what I want to talk about today is, yes, there is a link between breast cancer and alcohol, just as strong as a link between smoking and lung cancer. So the reason is because while your liver is busy breaking down alcohol, it's not breaking down estrogen. And it is a well-known fact that the more estrogen you have floating around your body, the higher your risk of getting breast cancer is. Okay, number 2, you absolutely will lose weight when you put down that glass for a month, as long as you don't replace it with chocolate or something else. But if it's just from a calorie point of view, you absolutely will lose weight. Now, this is because alcohol lowers your metabolism. But it's not just that it lowers your metabolism. The way that it does that is because alcohol is a priority 1. Your body has to break it down. And actually what it does is it uses the alcohol for fuel. And this is not its preferred fuel. Your liver actually prefers glucose, but it knows that if it doesn't break down the alcohol, you are going to go into a coma and die. So it treats it as a priority. So what you're doing is you're using alcohol, but you're not using the glucose, and you're not making those handy little glycogen stores. Now, why does this affect you? Well, this affects you in the middle of the night when you wake up hungry. And the reason is because your body has been busy dealing with the alcohol and breaking it down. It hasn't been using your glucose and making those handy little glycogen stores. So you wake up in the middle of the night feeling very hungry. And then when you try to go and do a workout the next day, you don't have those handy little glycogen stores to use when you're exercising. So which is why you kind of, even if you don't have a hangover, you kind of feel a bit flat the next day and you don't have the energy that you need. And that's the reason. So you wake up feeling hungry, you don't have the energy that you think that you want. And then, we kind of have this idea that we're going to unwind with a wine. We think that alcohol is relaxing. But in actual fact, your body doesn't view it the same way. In actual fact, your body releases the stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, in response to you drinking alcohol. Now, if you've ever listened to me bang on about sugar, that's what happens when we have a sugar hit. We get that your body panics, and so it releases adrenaline and cortisol, and then we have that whole hormonal up and down. And we know, that's when you feel great, but then you crash later, and that is the same thing as when you drink alcohol. Now, the other thing that's released, same as sugar, when you drink alcohol, is dopamine. that's that reward center in your brain and you feel fantastic. And that's why we keep going back for more. We keep going back for another glass of wine. I know that was me. One was never enough. And not only does it release, the dopamine and we go back for another glass of wine, we then go back for our fave foods, so all those foods that we're trying not to eat. So what goes up must come down. So you get that hit of dopamine, but when you wake up in the morning, your levels are low. And of course, low dopamine means that we're feeling stressed, we're feeling anxious, we don't have any energy, and basically we're just feeling like crap. And just to add some more fuel to the fire, alcohol also interferes with melatonin. And melatonin is your beautiful hormone that helps you sleep really well. So that's why it's another reason why you don't sleep very well. So please be encouraged by all of those things that you're not going to have to deal with in the next month because you're not drinking alcohol. And I love these experiments. It's so good to do an experiment and just to discover how you feel, how good you can feel when you put down something that is perhaps not serving you, not serving your health, and definitely not serving your attempts to reduce getting breast cancer again. So thanks for hanging around, Lisa, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.